question for you. Have you ever seen a bird that you couldn't identify but really wished you could? Of course, right? So what steps do you take when you try to identify it? Do you maybe ask a friend for help? Maybe look on the internet, check with your field guide or app, or maybe even post it on a Facebook group to see if someone out there can help you. All right, hang on for just a minute. Before you make the same mistake that 90% of all beginning birders do, listen to this first. These options I just presented are all really common go-to approaches for figuring out birds these days. And occasionally one or two of them might actually turn out to be fruitful, while others maybe not so much. So say you do wind up solving this bird mystery, what happens the next time you find a bird you're unfamiliar with? Same struggle, right? What if I told you that if you just practiced a few techniques on a regular basis, you could solve any bird mystery, anywhere, at any time? Would you believe me? Well, with enough information and the right questions, you totally can. And I've made it really easy for you with my new 8-day crash course to bird ID called Identify Any Bird Anywhere. This course sets you up with a systematic approach to becoming a better birder, no matter how much you already know. It will literally change the way you learn about birds forever. And the awesome part is, I'm giving the book away for free. All I ask is that you help cover the shipping and handling. Just fill out the form on the right to get your free copy. Okay, check this out. Have you ever been on a bird walk where the very skillful guide tells you every bird you're seeing at every turn, right? So like the black-capped chickadee over here, the yellow-rumped warbler over there, look, and a mountain bluebird over here, right? Yeah, but then what happens when just a few feet down the trail, you come across this cute little butter-colored, throated, flanked, and rumped bird that you can't identify? And it happens to be the yellow-rumped warbler again. Why does this keep happening to you? Well, one thing I can tell you for certain is that it's not your fault. There's so many resources available to the modern birder that can lead one to think that they are learning, when all that's really happening is that they're either just being given a quick fix, or their mind is being inundated with copious random bits of information, like this cool trick, that random fact. It's no wonder you can't keep it all straight. I've witnessed person after person flounder for 5, 10, sometimes even 20 years trying to learn about birds. Far too often, they're never really able to get beyond the mere basics and are stuck believing that's all they ever can or will accomplish. You know, this line of thinking makes total sense, and I say this because I used to think about birding in this way. I believe that there were just some people who were naturally good at things like this, and maybe if they weren't naturally good, they had been doing it since they were so young that of course they were good by this point. That was until I uncovered an approach to learning about birds that transformed the way I learned forever. Literally forever. It's one of those things where once you're exposed to it, you can't unlearn it. It actually changes the way the world appears to you. Lucky for you, that's what this course is all about. Let me ask you another question. How many birds in your region do you think you could identify right now? Throw out your best guess. Just think about it for a second. What if I told you that after taking this course and practicing all of the activities, you could blow that number out of the water? Well, it's true. Every lesson and activity is carefully crafted to help you expand your capacity to know the birds in your bioregion. It might seem crazy to think that in just 8 short days, you will have the tools that will catapult your skills to the next level. But it is possible. And with practice, you too can master the art of bird identification and observation.